Alejandro Ramirez, executive chef of Buvette Chez Simon and Baraflo. So I'm from Guadalajara, from Jalisco in Mexico. When I was a kid, I was cooking a lot with my family in my grandmother's restaurant in Nayarit. So it was every summer. It was pretty nice. After I finished university in France was when I started cooking like professionally. That's what it helps me to get here in Montreal and get 100% into the profession. So when I moved to Montreal 12 years ago, I used to work at the big places like Tokay. Then I get the job, the opportunity to work at Buvette Chez Simon. Buvette is like legendary. It's been there for over 15 years already. Last year we celebrated the Quinceañera. Was the first Buvette wine bar in the neighborhood and maybe Montreal. And it's clearly like one of the staples if you want to have like a sharing bottle or entrees or roasted chicken or the classics Greek salad. So when I took over the kitchen almost 4 years ago, I wanted to look into different options for everybody, to include everyone. Working abroad and working in different places, it makes me realize also like the importance to have vegetables and focusing on vegetarian and vegan, gluten, because there's so many people with allergies. So by including them, it's more like more family, like everybody can just be here, not just certain group. To me, incorporating Mexican techniques or dishes with other countries where I've been living, it helps you to have a bigger picture. As a chef in Montreal, like it's really mark the seasons when you get here, right? You're not gonna have the chance like having long summer, but when you have it, then you maximize it. You get all the veggies that you want because it's really good farmers and producers. And in winter, you need to be more creative. Try not to buy too much from states or other countries and try to stay local. Some of the dishes that we have, especially for winter, like broccoli came with this dish actually. It's very easy, you just blanch the cauliflower. Then what you do is you're gonna grill it to get that smoky flavor too, charred from the outside, but inside is very tender. And we use cauliflower puree. And then on top of that, we use this vinaigrette with the chipotle and the maple, and we add grated cauliflower, the ones that we use for the puree, so nothing goes to waste again. What inspires me a lot when I do a vegetarian dish or a vegan dish too is sometimes I treat it like meat. So depending on the texture or depending on the sauce you're gonna put on it, it's gonna change completely the flavor of the vegetable. So it's like putting a lot of care to help it, excel. Vegetarian dish sometimes requires more technique and requires more, I wouldn't say effort, but like caring in certain aspect of making the vegetable, like being the star of the show. Every year we have a different dish that it has been like a top seller. And with the case is a broccoli dish, really good quality broccoli. You blanch it with very salty water, just really quick, and then we grill it. And we use a whole stem of the broccoli to create the sauce. Broccoli as a main star, fried quinoa, beans, fresh lemon, good quality olive oil, and we put some Parmesan copeaux on top of it, and that's a dish. So it's very simple but extremely accurate. So when we do tests for new dishes, the profile that we choose is the one that is the most smart and easy to do, but it needs to be tasty also. That's what decide. If it makes sense, if it's tasty, but it's not complicated to make it, it's a winner. So we're very lucky. We have a farm that works with us in the summertime. So we're able to be more sustainable when we work with these farms, especially for summertime when they're at their best. They have really good products. It can change bi-weekly or by month. But based on that, we also change the menu because sometimes you're not gonna have the same product for more than 3 weeks. So you need to be extra creative. So I guess it's very important to just keep in mind that putting in the menu things that make sense, not just for the budget, but also like, you should go with the seasons, with what you have. And for sure you introduce something from another season, but it's gonna be minimized. So you're focusing in what's in season. It motivates you as a chef that you see other colleagues, they're doing great things with vegetables, and it kind of pushes you in a little bit. So for me, I love that, going out, try a dish. I was like, wow, I didn't know you could do this. It's like, this is really good. So it's about technique, it's about trying new things, having fun, enjoying, and getting inspired.